Is that what they're calling them? Oh shit, we're going. Shit, I missed it. Okay, here we go. Okay, Kwos against Misaka. Voiced, do you know Misaka's skill level? How good he is? I want to know. But anyways, we're on Kevin's here. Kwos on the bottom left in teal. Misaka top right. Misaka definitely messed up his power plant there, right? He should have been here instead of where it is. I think Misaka messed up his power plant placement there. Can't build up that cliff. Or maybe he can, I don't know. It looks like he missed it. Anyways. Kwos with the how OP he is currently. I think he'll definitely take this one. For the why I think that is because talking to the Rambo guy, Misaka is not known in the community. Excuse me. Which means that the skill level is probably not as high as the people that we know. People like Kyo, like Kyo, Tudo, Shen, and the entire lot. I think Misaka is famous for selling MCV. Ooh, another Mikos in our hand. He's now division level. Okay, I see. So another Mikos here. We have a Chinese Mikos. We'll see whether that plays out, because Mikos known for really good tank control, known for selling its MCV on 4 war factories, and known for medium AI builds. IMO Auntie is on the same level as 5cat. Auntie Misaka, that's what I'm calling it. If it's the same level as 5cat, then he's an intermediate. Oh, look at Kwos! Look at Kwos! He was body blocking, but the thing got run over. Dog got run over. Iban, yeah. He's not pro, semi-pro, I can assume. Okay, so easy win for Kwos is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing an easy win for Kwos. If, let's say, because if you are saying that Misaka is the same level as Iban, as 5cat, sorry. And 5cat just lost against Legend. So, and Kwos is better than Legend at this stage, so I think it's safe to assume that the predictions are definitely, or my predictions are definitely swayed towards Kwos at this stage, who does get a minor drone. Misaka's gonna build or move his MCV down that cliff. Yeah, I was right. Misaka did mess up his build. Kwos will handle a clean sweep. Ooh, even gains things. So yeah, he definitely messed up his power plant build. There should have been a tile lower so he can build out that cliff. But yeah, even the Chinese guys are saying that Kwos will handle this pretty easily. Kwos beat Legend, man. So what else for this intermediate? See how that goes. Misaka building up that cliff very nicely, gobbling up the rest of that gems that he left behind. Yeah, he did mess up his build order. So red guy is Misaka, teal is Kwos. Kwos already getting some map control there in the middle. I think it'll be 4-0 or 4-1. Interesting. Yeah, the build on top right is a little bit tricky. I think if he built it correctly, he should have been able to place a ref down there. He just needs to. I think he can though. Provided that he built the ref down properly. I'm calling it Misaka. I'm calling it Misaka. Because it's not Mikasa, it's Misaka. So got 3 wars to do here for Kwos. Looks like Misaka's having some trouble putting that ref on that cliff. He's gonna put a power next and then a cliff, I think. Then a refinery, maybe not. He's building over to the left side, okay. Kwos getting his 9th miner up here in the middle after moving. Yeah, in Attack of Titans it is Mikasa, but apparently it's Misaka here. So drone on the right side here, Kwos, a very nice mid-game drone. No, he's definitely played this map before, but this is a little bit weird there, this positioning. Yeah, look at that, he's building on the top there, selling racks. So he's gonna micro his miners to get rid of the ore to put some space, and there you go. Poor red, yeah. Build out on top right is definitely very tricky, but if you play the map for long enough, you'll definitely know the spots here, and that miner is droned. He does repair it. And Misaka gonna send all of his miners on the top? Hello? That's an interesting play. from Misaka. It looks like it is a Miko thingy here. Medium AI builds. We're just waiting on the 4 wall factories and the cell in a minute here. Of course, it's on 4 wall factories. Where's that MCV? There you go. It's finally moving. Gave up on trying to build all the way towards the middle. Kwos already expanded on towards bottom right. A very, very nice 9 miners here. But Kwos is playing a little bit patient here. Misaka not really taking any mid control. He's just sitting in the entrance towards his side of the map. That's Mikasa voicing. Mikasa is Eren's girlfriend, or well, not really his girlfriend, just sort of like, so I don't know what the relationship is between both of them. But that's Mikasa. This is Misaka. It's totally different people. Legend had fucking Eren as his profile photo for a while now. I believe it still is his profile photo. Alright, Misaka getting some sentry guns out, but unfortunately does not hide behind them. 29 to 26 rhinos here. Misaka going all the way in, but the tank control is not that great. Kwos heavily out-tanking Misaka at this stage, and Kwos gonna follow all the way through here. Nice forward rats with the dogs coming out of it, but at this stage it's a critical mass of rhinos. And Misaka is not gonna see the end of that, just like he didn't get Eren back in her arms. 1-0 to its Kwos. Alright, let's go. Kwos in the orange, Misaka in the pink. And both players moving their MCB towards middle. Misaka just a split second ahead. What is Mikasa? True. True. Well, Mikasa desperately tried to get Eren, but I didn't get it, so... It's like Legend trying to get TNT number 1, but only got it for a little bit, and then throw it away. Both are anyway goes, yeah. I'm just gonna call him Misaka because that's what I was told. Alright, Dog Eat's coming all the way around. Legend does defend that nicely on the left side. No pre-cap this time. Cornets are coming out from Misaka. Misaka. Look at that, their build is on the exact same timing here. So Kwos does get a scout out for around the back. Misaka... I don't think Misaka got a scout around the back, so that's gonna be the difference that we're seeing here. Let's see whether Misaka does micro the minor. So minor micro in this map is very crucial. In comes the 23 corners that Misaka has committed. Quite a number of corners there. So immediately Kwos goes for a radar, which is the right choice. Misaka goes for a second ref. That Deso is gonna be pretty easy to be dealt with. Pretty easy dealing with those cornies coming forward. As the forward racks, Deso coming out and immediately gets deployed. But no, the cornies get rid of it before the Deso does get deployed. The tides have turned here. Kwos almost getting his racks down, but another Deso coming out here. And now Misaka goes for her own or his own Deso with the radar. Is Misaka in a guy or a girl? Voiced Elvira, help me out here. So Kwos having the higher rhino or higher corny count will deal with the corners pretty easily. There's the MCB cell from Misaka just to help a little bit with that eco. He's on 2 minus. And Deso from Misaka doing well there, taking a lot of the cornies. 5 rhinos to 5. Misaka does have 2 minus. That's the difference that we're seeing here. 2 minus towards 1. Kwos probably needs to get another one from the War Factory or get another refinery. I can't see whether Kwos did sell his MCV. I think, yeah, he did sell his MCV. Engineer is walking now. So he won't be able to get another refinery. He still can only get a miner from the War Factory. Oh, Kwos. Just shooting a little bit too much there. Deso does get deployed. Kwos now out tank. He just targeted that Deso a little bit too much there. And now Kwos is out tanked on the bottom. No sentry guns available for Kwos. Misaka is gonna take this. Oh, excuse me. And Kwos goes GG. That's a first point to Misaka. Okay, Coda's peak. Looks like Kwos is gonna start in purple down bottom. Misaka on the top. No, Andy is not in the tournament. The Chinese players hate Andy, so I don't think they would invite Andy to a tournament. And this is the RE2 tournament as well, and Andy doesn't play RE2. inside the final instantly. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Misaka's tank control is going to hold up here. That map on Face Down was a little bit of a map that I think Misaka definitely plays a lot. So he definitely knows the map and knows the ways around the map. Kwos as well knows the map. Kwos as well knows the maps, but I think Misaka has a lot more practice on Face Down than Kwos. But coming to Code to Speak, we have a much different idea here. It's like we're seeing once again, similar to that Legend and a 5-cat game. These Chinese players, they might be outskilled in terms of base RE2, tank control and micro and all that compared to our Western players, but they do have an edge on the different maps or the weird maps or the not much played maps that's that we're seeing here, like Face Down, like Tsunami, like Depth Charge, you know. So we dominate the land game, but they dominate the naval game for sure. This is why naval maps were picked a lot there previously. And I think moving forward here, oh, good sentry gun. I think moving forward, Misaka will most definitely pick the different sort of, well, we'll call them Westerners, basically non-China. We'll basically pick the smaller, more different maps. Misaka is a Chinese intermediate player, so he is outmatched by Kwos. Oh yeah, Bakri, it's boring as beer, so why are you here? I tell you what, those players who think that SBS are boring don't understand how much micro, how much work goes into high level SBS. Except for Frank. Frank thinks SBS is boring, but he does understand it. Other than that, everyone else who complains that SBS is boring doesn't know what goes behind it. Alright, so Kwos looking to build down towards the left side here, service depot out. Drones still available for Kwos. I think Misaka's drone did go down. Don't know about that, MJ. He won Kwos. Yeah, the thing is, he won Kwos the last game because the map was kind of small, and a small map, a little bit of an unconventional map. This is what I think my point is here. So they do have a huge advantage on the unconventional maps. Not a huge advantage, but they do have an advantage on the unconventional maps. Meanwhile, we have a advantage on the conventional ones. That's a good draw into that Rhino. Look at Misaka here going all the way in. Very, very aggressive. It looks like it's going to work out for him here, but Kwos does have a war factory nearby. Fodder available for Kwos as well. Is he going to win that fight? And the drone again going for yet another Rhino here. Down it goes. Misaka's doing a really good job here and doing a good job in pressuring and keeping Kwos in his own base. Non-Chinese cannot play small and they can, but they are not as well. They don't play as well on it as the Chinese can. Look at Tsunami, dude. Legend was fumbling. And on Indonesia as well. Ooh, look at that. Misaka is spanning towards the right hand side, but it is pretty vulnerable. Was sending a couple rhinos there. I think just to bait out the rhinos from Misaka down towards the middle to the right hand side. He might go with another split down towards the middle here. And there he goes. A little bit late, but still doing something here. Rhinos going towards the backside of Misaka's base, trying to snipe a miner. Misaka pulling a miner very nicely. And now the reinforcements can come in here for Kwos. Again, targeting the MTV on the right hand side. Very, very nice play from Kwos here. Might have lost a couple rhinos here, but he is ultimately trying to get that MCV out of the way so Misaka cannot expand here. Look at the eco from Misaka. He is broke. He's broke. He didn't have enough to repair and he forced to sell on that MCV. He did get a war factory down on top right though, but with no MCV he cannot build a ref up there. And drones coming out from Misaka now to defend. Meanwhile, Kwos has to deal with a good number of rhinos coming into his base. Misaka doing really, really well here. He's attacking Kwos in his main base. However, if it does come down to a trade, I'm not sure how well Misaka can defend against that. Misaka should be going all in here. He is attacking Kwos by quite a huge margin back in his main base. Back in Misaka's base, all the rhinos have gone down. Might be a bit of a overcommitment here from Misaka, but I think he's just buying time to get more rhinos in to help him with that fight. Sentry guns again being spammed out here, and definitely an overcommitment here. Misaka, I think, gonna lose one too many rhinos as he would like. And on the back of that, he has 3 war factories, 5 miners, and I think 2 of them are inefficient. Ooh, and the drones coming around the left side here. Just going down pretty easily from the sentry gun and miners. Preemptive service depot for Kwos down to his bottom left. But Misaka definitely running out of money here. Miners are not efficient. He's gonna have to long distance mine, which makes it even more inefficient. I don't know whose stream this is. Yeah, exactly. So Misaka didn't get the refinery down on top right before losing the MCV. Instead, he went for a wall factory. And at this stage, when you're broke and constantly going zero, I think selling a wall factory here will definitely be a good choice, living on 1 wall factory. But Misaka's gonna stay in there, pretty stubborn. Look at that, being the aggressor once again, which I can definitely see the idea of being the aggressor in this stage, but it's not gonna work out for him. That's 2-0 or 2-1 now to Kwos, pulling back the lead. Yeah, I want to get John showtime in the match, but he hasn't been replying. Alright, Tour of Egypt. Exactly what I told you, Paf, yeah. Alright, let's go. Tour of Egypt. Kwos on the right hand side here. Misaka down towards the bottom left and green. Don't make me a shit command. I don't think that any command that has you in it is shit. Interesting build from Misaka. Kwos is gonna move forward with the MCV here. I think Kwos is definitely gonna move with an MCV. Good scout deny as well. Anti-scout from Kwos. Look at this Connie rush from Misaka. That would definitely get scouted out here by Kwos if he is not careful. Middle does get scouted by Kwos anyway, so he will definitely see that. It's a small Connie rush, but 10-11 Connies shouldn't make that much of a difference. A couple dogs should deal with it, but Kwos is going to use 1 to scout here. The miner should do some decent damage as well. If that's to anti-scout, then that's another problem. What is that? What is that war factory placement from Kwos? There you go. He's getting moved here by Misaka. First rhino out from Kwos, I think, just to get rid of the conscripts. There is a drone on the field as well from Misaka, so the MCV move might not be the best option here for Kwos. Yep, he is forced to get the gold here before moving his MCV. Minor setback, but later in the game this might be a huge thing here. He needs to get rid of that drone before moving that MCV or get that service depot up. There we go. Misaka, on the other hand, has not gotten a refinery by the gems yet. In comes Misaka now. Rhinos coming along the top. Kwos does successfully deploy his MCV and gets a ref ongoing. She could have sentry gun up too. But again, the Connies right at the start there. I'm not sure what the objective of those Connies were. They did get squished pretty easily. Sort of a waste for 1,000 credits actually. Then again, players do have 2 gem patches, so not the worst thing in the world. And refinery for Kwos is up. No power. Both players now on 3 miners each, and Kwos sending a miner down towards the bottom as well. So no drone from Kwos. Misaka's drone still on the field waiting to drone into any miner. I wonder what's the game plan here for both of them. They might just sit in base for a little bit. I think Misaka's clearing out the scout on the other end. And finally Kwos goes with a drone. At this stage, MCV should not be moved. The main point of moving MCV is to get the gem patches. Other than that, oh, drone, good drone. Other than that, it's pretty much just build everywhere because it's a pretty close map. So Kwos moving all the way through to the other side here. Drones coming. He does get one drone. And it's gonna get pushed back here, even though he was a Rhino up. That drone still needs to die though. That drone Rhino is gonna go into another. And another Rhino gets drawn here from Kwos. Even though he is winning that fight though, we have good reinforcements coming in. Finally gets rid of that droned Rhino. And he will be able to push forward here and get rid of the rest of the Rhinos. Sentry gun out from Misaka. Nice try to hide behind them, but this Rhino advantage from Kwos doing really well right at the start. And that miner will get sniped. He did get a dump off first, but this seems to be GG here for Misaka. SCV does force that cell, and Kwos is going to be able to keep producing here with his eco after that MCV cell from him. Very nice rush indeed from Kwos. Textbook rush, gets rid of that wall factory. Sorry, he didn't sell his MCV, he moved. Look at that micro from Kwos, squishing the corners and then moving. That veteran might get elite, you know, but I don't think it's going to survive. There we go. Just away the other veteran. There we go. So Misaka now in survival mode. Wonder if he's gonna be aggressive as he was on Coda's peak when he was in survival mode after losing that MCV. Connie spam and some rhinos coming out here from Misaka. Bring in the miners as well. Okay. I don't see how Misaka can win this. Kwos is so far up ahead. Unless Kwos somehow fumbles the tank control and loses to the Connie and miner fodder. There you go, Misaka's all in. Sentry guns coming up for Kwos, good defense, but does Kwos have the micro though? He is going to target those rhinos. The right thing to do in this case. And there we go, rhinos go down. That's GG, and that's going to be a 3-1 to Kwos. Match point. So face down, tour, blood feud, small maps, aggression, and good map picks. But blood feud is not a good map. Blood feud is absolutely a horrible map. But it is pretty well known here. Blood feud is the kind of maps that you play when you first start playing 1v1s. And that is definitely what the case is happening here. So this player are not normal except for Woody. Yep. No, I think pretty much the top 5 and top 10 players are pretty normal, but the intermediates in this case, the intermediate players for the Chinese players are very much different from our intermediates. I think this map is pretty. It's okay, but there's not much objective to it. All you'd have to do is capture the oils and then plant a rev there. Other than that, there's not much objective. You don't have to build anywhere. You don't have to. I mean, you still have to mark your miners, but there's a lot less micro needed on this map, I think. Compared to maps like, oh, the dogs. Yeah, it's a small and deathmatch kind of map. Compared to maps like, you know, Arabian Oasis, maps like Dust Ravine, where there's clearly opportunities for you to have different types of gameplay. Bloodfield is pretty straightforward. Connie spam right at the start, get some rhinos in, then try to sort of snipe buildings from your opponent. Who's top 5 in China? I believe I already answered your question yesterday, Bakri. Alright, so going 0 from the war factories. Kwos does have a 22 rhinos compared to 16 of Misaka. But again, Misaka being very aggressive here, especially in the Connie fight. It's a little bit weird for Misaka to go aggressive when he knows he's out Connie at that stage. Yeah, Misaka always being the aggressor here, probably not the best thing to happen, or the best play to go with here. Has the right build, has the right mindset, but the execution here of the gameplay going aggressive against someone like Kwos, not the best idea. He does go radar and sell the MCV, probably get a deso for the conscripts. But I think a bad idea there, because you should have at least gotten a refinery by that gold patch before selling. Because now your miners are gonna long distance mine. You could have waited that extra minute and hold for the extra minute before getting a refinery up. But they're still coming forward now for Misaka. If that does deploy, it will get rid of all the Connies. But Misaka are doing really well here actually. Kwos out tanked. Looks like Kwos went for one too many minuses. It's gonna have to deal with the Rhino forward push. Miner goes down, not before banking. Sentry gonna for Kwos. He has that radar. The war factory is being targeted next, but Kwos getting out tanked once again here. But Misaka halting the war factory, and Misaka still out tanking here. Deso does not come out. War factory goes down for Kwos. Kwos goes GG. And looks like the NCV cell does pay off there in terms of eco. Looks like being aggressive did work, and I'm gonna bite my tongue there. Misaka pulling you back 3-2 again on small maps. Looks like Kwos, maybe we found his downfall here. Maybe small maps isn't his forte. Oh really? Wait, what, really? Kwos played Misaka in Armageddon? Wait. Let me check this out. Kwos. Ah, he's Masonov. Ah, okay. He's Meishao. Okay. I understand now. Well, looks like they're not loading it anyway. Ah, so this Meishao is actually Misaka, and Kwos actually defeated him 7-1. Yeah, okay. This makes a lot more sense. This makes a lot more sense. And then Kwos got beat by 2.92. Alright, let's go divide freeze. Finally, we're on still a match point here. Kwos's map pick, and Misaka going Soviet, Kwos going Soviet. Kwos in the yellow top right, and bottom left, Misaka in blue. Legend rolled him, yeah. No, I think Chinese players are better at RE2 than Yuri's Revenge. Gyeoki does play RE2, but he's better in Yuri's. These players better than Yuri's Revenge. Alright, so a bigger map here. Definitely in favor towards Kwos. Misaka has proven to be a very formidable opponent in small maps. Winning in face down, winning in blood feud. So if Misaka wants to do any sort of replicate that sort of thing, I think early game pressure here is the name of the game for him. Oh, what is that war factory placement? Interesting. Just to get some miners out early on. But I think if Misaka wants to probably bring the fight to Kwos, he has to set up some early game pressure. But on a map as big as Divide Freeze, where a rush can be spotted a million years before it actually arrives, probably not the best thing or the best way to do it, which is why Kwos picked such a big map. I'm interested in the build from Misaka here, double war, and one war is by the minor field or the gold field down towards the bottom left. That's a little bit different. Players often leave one or two miners down towards the bottom left and actually split up their miners, which I think is a better idea here, getting a more miner spread, which means less miners choking on one refinery. Misaka's gonna have to move a couple miners onto the other patches now. Kwos does get a miner drone. Kwos drone still in the field. Yeah, like having 5 miners on one patch is not the best idea, and there you go. Primes the other wall factory and goes another, brings a miner over. So calling Meishao. Misaka already on 3 war factories, Kwos on 2. The Chinese players don't often play Yuri's Revenge. Most of them play RE2. There are a handful that plays Yuri. Example being Born to Die, example being ZXCV, example being Geoki. But Yuri is not that popular in China. It's more RE2. I don't know why. Okay, there you go. Misaka finally getting good minus spread, but because of that early War Factory pumps, Eco not doing that well. It is different. It's definitely different. The game is a lot slower. The game is a lot slower. You don't need to get as many minus, and it's a lot more. I'd say it's a lot more methodical. It's almost slower, but in terms of SVS, it's similar in a sense, but Eco works very differently in Yuri. I think the main thing that's different is Eco, and if Eco is different, means builds are different. Yeah, consider RE2 to be a lot more hardcore. But yeah, Madoc, you're partly right. You're not that wrong. Alright, looks like Kwos has built down towards top left. Still 4 War Factories to 5 now. Kwos has pumped out the War Factories. Eco Kwos is doing a lot better because he did have a better minus spread than Misaka, but it's not that big of a deal. Both players are sort of inching down towards the bottom right here. Again, Misaka wants to be aggressive. He does well on small maps. He loves to be aggressive. He loves to push forward. Similar to sort of Ed and Mikoz's playstyle. So speaking of Mikos, we might see a War Factory cell pretty soon here. I'm not sure how effective that will be. Gets the rev down towards the bottom right. Kwos is still on that area. MCV has not been sold yet, but it looks like Misaka's looking to split towards top left. So a couple rhinos going towards that area. So both players waiting to go here, waiting for the other player to make the first move. And I do see a couple blue spikes down towards top left, and there we go. 2 rhinos down towards top left. They're going to snipe that miner. But sentry guns should deal with it pretty easily. More dogs, more fodder, more War Factories, more rhinos coming into it. The bottom right hand side, but the split run from the top left is moving towards the top middle here. I wonder if Kwos is going to prime that War Factory just to deal with it. Misaka's bottom left patch is now dry. And Misaka's out tanked here. I'm not sure whether he wants to get the engagement, but good tank control from Kwos to run away from it, so the tanks are not engaging, but Kwos definitely gonna win that fight in that sense. Better tank control from him. Good option to run away. Move the entire tank ball to the left side. Very, very nice there from Kwos. As they're gonna push all the way through here into Misaka's base. And with that amount of out tanking, I think Misaka might be done here. There's no match point, so Kwos has a game to lose at this point. MCB does not get sold. Kwos now 11 miners here. Misaka slowly losing miners bit by bit. And reinforcements coming in for Kwos, but that is it. GG's. Misaka losing, and Kwos goes through with the score 4-2.